morning. It is the 11th of November 2024, and I'm going to have a very short day today, and I have to because I have to take Jack's car and to get a hole replaced, or not replaced, filled up before I can get a warrant of fitness. So that's my job this afternoon. So I'm going to get through my deliveries as quickly as I can and get back to Whangarei to get that done. Tan's at home today, so you can have a nice relaxing day. I went fishing on the weekend. I didn't catch a damn thing, and nobody else on that wharf did either. But while I was there fishing with everyone else, a fishing longliner fishing boat pulled up, and apparently they caught over 100 snapper out in the water. Wonder why we didn't catch any fish. I felt like sinking that boat. I was just sitting there looking at it. I thought, man. That's why we need the seas to rise. That's why we need global warming. So he can't offload his catch, because all of the ports will be underwater if the seas rise. And if you can't unload your catch, it's a waste of time going out to catch it, because they'll just rot on the boat. So we need the seas to rise, so the fishing industry will collapse, and it'll give fish stocks around the world time to replenish their numbers. And that will be all good. And it would be zero unemployment worldwide, because every port and every house, building, business, and every coastline all over the world will have to be rebuilt further inland, and all of those buildings demolished on the coast. So it's staggering to even think about the amount of work and time involved in actually doing that. So that's where the zero unemployment worldwide will come. So here's hoping the seas rise. Oh, it'll change the climate, but the climate's changing anyway, regardless of what we do. I mean, look at the ice ages. And then the planet warmed up again, because the ice ages finished. So that global warming event, which got rid of all the ice, was that humans? No. It's just a natural process of the planet. Who's to say that the Earth isn't just still warming up after the last ice age? It's just getting warmer. Let's see, what else can I talk about this morning? Politics? Nah, nothing of significance has happened in the US at the moment, except that all of the nations that are at war at the moment, they are pulling their teeth in now that Donald Trump is back in office. And there's a lot of political gamesmanship overseas in other governments that are trying to prepare for Donald Trump, because they know he's not a man to be trifled with. Biden can be walked over, controlled, but Trump, nah. And that's all I'll say about politics. If I've got time this afternoon, after I get the exhaust fixed, I'll put it through the warrant of fitness again, and it'll pass this time, because everything will be done. And then I'll go over and re-register it. If I can get all that done today, then this weekend coming, I'll be driving down to Auckland to hand over the car to Jack. So that headache will be out of my life, getting all this done for him. And on Sunday, if Tan's working, I'll be going over to my mum to rip up the floor in the spare room to replace it, because it's rotting from underneath. I'll put a moisture barrier down on the next floor that I put down. The last builder didn't do that, and all the rising damp just rotted the bottom side of the boards that I use for the floor. So that's my next job at my mother's. What else is happening? Oh, I worked on my book that I'm writing, Conan's story. I think I mentioned it before. It's called The Battle of Venerium. It's his first major battle as a teenager. And it's never been written about, so I thought, until I googled the name, and I found somebody else had written a book about that battle. And I read it, and it's crap. In all modesty, my book is a lot better. It's not finished yet, but it's a lot better than what I read. So I'm going to carry on finishing that. And then I thought, am I going to write another one? And I thought about Conan's son, called Conn, C-O-N-N. That's what Conan called his son. He's got another son that looks more like his mum, according to the books, Conan books. But the adventures of his son Conn have never been written about. Now, if I could get a series going, I'm going to have to give it some serious thought, come up with some storylines, characters, because it'll be a fantasy adventure in the age after Conan's reign. Because Conan abdicated his kingship of Aquilonia and handed it to his son Conn. Conan II, basically. And there's never been a book written about him and his adventures, so I'm going to give it some serious thought, see what I can come up with. And if I can make some serious money online with those books, it's all going to go towards my retirement. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of thought. Perhaps I can jot a few things down while I'm waiting for the car to be fixed. See what I can come up with. Plans for the future. But I know that Jack's never going to read it because he never reads books. This generation they just don't read books. A vast majority of them don't. But some do. And they really should read more books. Jack should be working today, I think, he said. And that's all good. He's getting more hours, which means he's becoming more competent at his job. He's going to get more responsibilities. He's working in the farmer's department store, where they sell all clothing and that. And I told him to memorise where all of the products are. Like socks, pants, women's shoes, men's shoes. So if a customer asks you in front of your boss, oh, where's this? You can tell them exactly where it is, and that'll impress your boss. That's what I told him. So hopefully he does that when he's on the job. He just walks around the store just looking at everything and where it is in the store. Well, I'm stopped at a roadworks at the moment. It's always a pain in the butt in the morning when you want to finish early. But now I'm on my way. Oh, it's not a lollipop, man. It's a set of lights, automatic lights. So, well, that's about it for now. Hopefully it's an uneventful day. Because an eventful day means it's going to slow me down. And I want to finish as quickly as I can. But yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Later.